Good morning, everyone. As the sun rises over a frosty landscape, it's a perfect reminder that winter is just around the corner. The crisp air, the sparkling snow, and the quiet beauty of a winter morning set the stage for the months ahead. I'm Al Roker, and today, we're diving into what this winter could bring. Whether you're a fan of snowball fights or you'd rather stay bundled up indoors, understanding the winter forecast is more important than ever. Right now, the leaves are turning brilliant shades of red and gold, and there's a definite chill in the air. That familiar bite means winter is on the horizon, and soon, those autumn leaves will give way to blankets of snow and icy mornings. For some, the first snowfall is magical, a chance to build snowmen, go sledding, or simply enjoy the peaceful quiet. For others, it means shoveling driveways, scraping windshields, and bracing for slippery commutes. No matter how you feel about winter, knowing what's coming helps you prepare for whatever Mother Nature has in store. A reliable winter forecast is more than just a heads up for snow days. It helps families stock up on essentials, keeps our roads and highways safe, and allows small businesses to plan for busy or slow days. From school closures to delivery delays, winter weather impacts every part of our daily lives. And remember, weather doesn't stop at your doorstep. A snowstorm in one region can disrupt travel, supply chains, and even energy grids across the country. The ripple effects of winter weather are far-reaching, connecting communities near and far. This forecast isn't just about planning your holiday travel. It's about making sure your home stays warm, your family stays safe, and you're ready for whatever challenges winter might bring. From checking your heating system to stocking up on emergency supplies, preparation starts with good information. That's why we dig deep into the latest data, analyze climate models, and consult with experts to bring you the most accurate forecast possible. We look at global patterns, local trends, and everything in between to help you make informed decisions. So, pour yourself a hot cup of coffee or cocoa, settle in by the window, and get ready to learn what winter 2025-2026 has in store. Whether you're planning a ski trip, prepping your home, or just curious about the weather, we've got you covered. From major weather patterns and climate trends to practical tips for staying safe and comfortable, here's everything you need to know to make the most of the winter season ahead. Let's get started. Let's get to the big question. What kind of winter are we in for? The northern U.S., think Seattle, Minneapolis, Buffalo, should brace for a colder, snowier season. Meanwhile, the southern half, from Southern California to Florida, will see a milder, drier winter. Central states like Denver and Kansas City expect wild swings, snow one week, warmth the next. It's a classic north-south split driven by powerful climate forces. The northern states get an old-fashioned winter. The south, a break from the cold. For everyone in between, it's a mixed bag. The main culprit, a returning La Niña. So, what is La Niña? It's a natural climate pattern where Pacific Ocean waters near the equator cool down. That cool water shifts the jet stream north, steering storms and cold air into the northern U.S. La Niña is part of a cycle with El Niño. One brings cool water, the other warm. This year, a moderate to strong La Niña is setting up, giving us confidence in the forecast. La Niña winters are pretty predictable, more snow and cold up north, milder down south. So when you hear La Niña, think cool Pacific water, driving our winter weather. It's the main character in this year's weather story. Now let's see how it will shape your local forecast. 10. La Niña is a powerful climate pattern that can dramatically alter our winter weather. During a La Niña event, cooler than average sea surface temperatures develop in the central and eastern Pacific Ocean. This shift in ocean temperatures pushes the polar jet stream farther north than usual, creating a more active and energetic storm track across the northern United States. As a result, the northern tier of the country is in for a winter that's anything but ordinary, with frequent changes in weather and a higher likelihood of intense storms. The Pacific Northwest and the northern Rockies are especially impacted by this pattern. These regions can expect to see above-average precipitation, with heavy rain falling in the lower elevations and significant mountain snow piling up at higher altitudes. This is fantastic news for ski resorts and winter sports enthusiasts, as the deep snowpack will create ideal conditions for skiing, snowboarding, and other winter activities. The increased moisture also helps replenish water supplies, which is crucial for these areas heading into spring and summer. As the jet stream continues its journey eastward, it drags frigid Canadian air down into the upper Midwest and Great Lakes regions. This means residents in cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, and Detroit should brace for frequent snowfalls, biting winds, and occasional Arctic blasts that can send temperatures plummeting. Blizzards and icy conditions are more likely, making travel hazardous and increasing the need for winter preparedness. One of the most dramatic effects will be enhanced lake effect snow. Before the Great Lakes freeze over, cold air blowing across the relatively warm lake waters can trigger intense snow squalls, dumping feet of snow on lakeshore communities. These events can be sudden and severe, transforming a quiet day into a winter wonderland or a travel nightmare in just a few hours. Meanwhile, the southern United States experiences a very different winter story. A persistent ridge of high pressure sets up over the region, blocking most storms and keeping skies clear. This means warmer than average temperatures, plenty of sunshine, and drier conditions for states like Texas, Louisiana, and Florida. People here may find themselves spending more time outdoors, enjoying mild winter days in light jackets or even short sleeves. However, this warmth and dryness come at a cost. The lack of rain can worsen drought conditions, especially in areas already struggling with water shortages. Texas and Florida, in particular, could see reservoirs drop and fields dry out, raising concerns for farmers and communities that rely on steady water supplies. The Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic regions find themselves in a transition zone, where the weather is notoriously unpredictable. Here, the dividing line between cold northern air and warm southern air shifts back and forth, leading to a mix of rain, snow, sleet, and freezing rain. One day might bring a winter storm with heavy snow, while the next could see a chilly rain or even a brief thaw. For major East Coast cities like Washington, D.C. and New York, the exact path of each storm will determine whether residents wake up to a blanket of snow or just a cold, soaking rain. The uncertainty keeps everyone on their toes, as forecasts can change quickly and dramatically. So, as La Niña takes hold, the pattern is set. An active, stormy north, with plenty of snow and cold. A quiet, warm, and dry south. And a wild card in the middle, where anything can happen. Whether you love winter or dread it, this season promises to keep us all watching the skies and checking the forecast. How does this winter stack up to the last decade? When we look back at the past 10 years, each winter has brought its own unique story. Some years were mild and dry, while others delivered record-breaking snow and cold. But what really sets this winter apart from the rest? Over the last decade, we've experienced a fascinating mix of El Niño, La Niña, and neutral winters. These climate patterns have a huge influence on how much snow falls and where it lands. El Niño years often bring warmer, wetter conditions to some regions, while La Niña tends to favor colder, snowier weather in others. This constant back and forth has led to a roller coaster of winter experiences across the country, with some years seeing deep snowpacks and others barely a dusting. This year, however, the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies are standing out. Forecasts suggest these areas could see much more snow than average, with frequent storms rolling in from the Pacific and cold air locking in the moisture. This could mean a return to the kind of deep, powdery snow that skiers and snowboarders dream about, and that hasn't been seen consistently in recent years. Cities like Boise and Minneapolis are also in the spotlight. These cities may get well above their usual snowfall, with long stretches of cold weather helping the snow stick around. For residents, this could mean more shoveling, more snow days, and a true taste of winter that feels almost nostalgic. What's different this year is the persistence of the cold and snow. Unlike some recent winters where a big storm was followed by a quick thaw, this season looks more like the classic winters of the past, where snow piles up and stays for weeks, and the cold lingers, creating that unmistakable winter atmosphere. Meanwhile, the South and Southeast are likely to see even less snow than their already low averages. For cities like Atlanta and Dallas, winter may feel more like an extended autumn, with only the occasional chilly day and little chance for snow to accumulate. This trend has been growing over the past decade, and this year looks to continue it. The Northeast, however, remains a wild card. While the overall pattern suggests fewer storms, just one or two big nor'easters could still bring hefty snow totals to cities like New York and Boston. These powerful storms can quickly turn an average winter into a memorable one, so residents should stay prepared for surprises. So, when comparing this winter to the last 10 years, we see a return to a more classic, snowy winter in the north, with persistent cold and deep snowpacks. In contrast, the South will likely experience a quieter, milder season. Whether you love snow or prefer milder weather, this winter is shaping up to be a memorable chapter in the ongoing story of our changing climate. Let's zoom in on the regions with the biggest changes. The Cascades and Northern Rockies are in for much more snow, great for ski resorts and water supplies. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan and areas east of the Great Lakes could see record lake-effect snow. Meanwhile, the Southern Plains and Desert Southwest will be drier and warmer, raising wildfire and water concerns. The Central and Southern Appalachians may see less snow, relying on snowmaking for ski seasons. For residents, expect fewer disruptive storms, but a drier winter overall. These shifts will have ripple effects on everything from recreation to water resources. 8. Now, let's talk preparation. Start by cleaning your gutters to prevent ice dams and roof leaks. Have your furnace and chimney inspected and seal up drafts to keep the heat in. Build a home emergency kit, flashlights, batteries, radio, first aid, blankets, and at least 3 days food and water. Don't forget prescription meds. Trim tree branches near your roof and power lines to avoid storm damage. Know where your water shutoff valve is in case of frozen pipes. Get your snow shovels, ice melt, and snowblower ready now. A little prep now saves a lot of trouble later. Stay ahead of the weather, and you'll be ready for whatever winter brings. 12. Once the snow falls, safety comes first. If you can, stay off the roads during storms. Let crews do their job. If you must drive, check your tires, wipers, and keep your windshield clear. Pack a car kit, blankets, snacks, water, jumper cables, shovel, and a phone charger. If stranded, stay with your car and run the engine occasionally. Keep the exhaust clear. Shoveling snow. Take it slow, use your legs and take breaks. Don't risk your health. If you have heart issues, ask for help. Dress in layers, cover your head and hands, and watch for frostbite or hypothermia. Know the signs: numbness, pale skin. Get inside and warm up fast. Respect the cold, and you'll enjoy winter safely. 13. Let's recap. La Niña will drive a snowy, cold winter up north and a milder, drier one down south. The central U.S. will see a mix of everything. Be ready for surprises. Use this forecast to prepare your home, car, and family. Remember, long-range forecasts show the big picture, but local updates are key for day-to-day safety. Check in with your local meteorologist for storm details. With a little planning, you can enjoy winter's beauty and stay safe. That's the latest from the Today Weather Center. Stay warm, stay safe, and see you tomorrow morning.